Hello and welcome back to We're Talking Tea. Tonight we'll be getting into the Real Housewives of Atlanta season premiere, season 17, episode 1. Yes. And our drink of the night is going to be this cute punch bowl. In this punch bowl we have some Tito's vodka, we have some peach pucker, because I want to make sure I'm getting it right. Peach pucker, we have some strawberry lemonade, and then I added some strawberry puree to it with some fresh fruit. I have some strawberries, some blueberries, and some cherries mixed in it, and it's delicious. All right, so let's get into this first episode of season 17. We have two new ladies in. We have Pinky and we have K. Michelle. Angela has returned, Shamia has returned, and Kelly has returned, which Shamia has always been a friend of the show, but this is her second time holding a peach. So it immediately started off with Angela and Charles, and Angela choosing to not address rumors this season because of all the rumors that she had to address with Charles last season. So she's saying that's just going to be water under the bridge this season, and she's not going to address any of it. So then she had she was sitting down and she had cooked on the grill, and what I didn't like about that part was they were sitting down, they were chilling, and then all of a sudden they got up and they hugged, and she whispered in his ear, "Grab my booty." What? You should have to tell your husband to do that. That should automatically come natural. At least I don't, but I'm just saying, you're doing too much. So then you had Portia go over to K. Michelle. She was in the process of you saw the green screen, so she was in the process of filming. And she was talking about how she was about to start a country album, because she said she has always wanted to do country, and now that Beyonce has done country, she want to go ahead and branch out into doing country, since that has always been what she loved and her passion. Then Portia talked about her divorce being final. No more Simon officially. And then we had, she announced that she was going to have a dinner, and it was going to be a couple's dinner, and she is inviting Shamia. So that's her ex-best friend. Shamia was invited. K. Michelle talked about how she had been blackballed by the people of Atlanta because she had known to be considered a liar because she had dated some guy and he was abusive, and then someone else ended up dating him as well, and they called her a liar about dating him. And I want to say it was Toya with Memphis, but I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on it. Allegedly. Let me go ahead and put that out there. So then we had all of a sudden Kay seemed like she was beefing with Drew, because she was like, "I don't know who this Drew lady is." What? So now all of a sudden you don't know who Drew is? Then we had Shamia, and Kelly comes over to Shamia's house, and she was like, "Oh, look, it's Auntie Kelly." When you started calling Kelly Auntie? Shia is 6 years old, and all of a sudden she's an auntie? Girl, stop. That's just because you're trying to fill a void with Portia, and Portia is unbothered. That's my girl. We had Shamia talking about that she is building a rum company in Grenada, and Kelly sent her daughter off to college. And then we talked about she talked about the reunion. No, Shamia talked about the reunion stuff, and how after she went back and watched the reunion, she noticed different things that she didn't notice in person. And so she reached out to Portia to address certain things. Baby, you were supposed to address that immediately after the reunion. Don't try and address nothing 3 to 6 months later because somebody then came to you and told you, "Oh, you didn't realize X, Y, and Z, and now you want to address it." No, ma'am. If you didn't hear it out of your own, hear it from me directly, and then you want to address it right then and there, or right immediately after, or maybe a day or two after. But we're not about to wait a long time and trying to address something because somebody came back and told you some things. That's what we're not doing. So then Kelly was talking about she needs to worry about Simon showing up at that house because she's trying to have a party at this house that once belonged to Simon. I need you to worry about your restaurants opening and closing. Don't worry about what Portia got going on. She had a divorce. She got the house in the divorce. That's all you need to worry about. Then you had Portia held her Mystic Island dinner. She invited everybody. Black was with Drew, but he was on the phone. Cynthia O'Man was on the phone. We had K. Michelle to introduce her husband. Portia introduced her new boo, Mike. Then when Kelly came in with Trey, K. Michelle said that Trey had been passed around the industry. I don't really know who Trey is. I'm gonna have to go look Trey up. Portia threw shade to Shamia, saying that she did a no. Phaedra did shade to Shamia, saying she had did a whole 360 about her whole wardrobe, and she was like, if you can't create it, then you gonna inject it, or you gonna like a body that she bought or something like that. She was like, well, yeah, Phaedra was throwing shade when it came down to that. Then Kelly was talking about Pinky's outfit, talking about she was ready to bury Simon, or maybe was gonna resurrect Simon or something like that. Then Drew was talking about Shamia and her new body as well. Portia was asking questions to the couples. That was a fun little game that they played. And then when K. Michelle was kind of doing a little I guess wedding nuptials to Mike and Portia, they had the little Simon ghost in the background, which was super cute. But Bravo was being shady at that. So and then we had Angela and Kelly choosing right then at that moment to bring up the friendship between Portia and Shamia. Y'all just bringing it up to be messy. We all know that. And Portia will dead it. She was like, that's between me and her, and we're going to deal with it accordingly, and it is what it is. But Angela kind of, not Angela, Portia kind of just got up and just walked away. And then Drew addressed the online apology by Shamia. And she was saying that it was fake and phony and it wasn't original. K. Michelle was talking about how it was too much drama going on. But baby, you came from Love and Hip Hop. I'm going to need you to not speak on drama because you were known for drama in Love and Hip Hop. So I'm going to need you to fall back. Then Kelly tried to involve herself in Portia and Shamia's relationship yet again. And Portia did it again. Like, that's between me and Shamia. That has nothing to do with you. And me and Shamia will handle things accordingly based on our friendship, not yours. You're just trying to make sure you don't have a way back in. I don't know, because y'all are besties now. So you just continue to claim your title. I don't know. I have nothing to say about that friendship. And then Portia walked away to kind of lighten the mood. But I didn't like how K. Michelle kind of walked away and went home with the men either. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But this is episode 1. This is just getting into it. We're going to see how the ladies go. But this is where we are. I was happy to see Phaedra back. I was happy to see Cynthia back. So we're off to a good start. We'll see how it goes. But this is your girl Quine with We Talk Tea. Until next time, y'all have a good night. Bye.